connection issues. Hopefully all is well. So I'm gonna assume that I probably wasn't. If you're joining me right now, put in the chat below, let me know who you are, where you are, and hopefully all is well. Yeah, I need to shave. Anyways, my name is Seach. If you're new to this channel, I like to break things down for the beginners, for the total beginners, all right? And this series, we're talking about how to dance in a club, at a club, or a house party. It doesn't have to be at a club, but basically how to dance and not suck, right? Some of you think we suck at a club or we suck at dancing. I'm here to break things down for you so you don't have to feel like you suck anymore, okay? All right, give me a second, let me set it up, play the music, and show you how we're gonna break things down today. Get the music going. Hold on a sec. Be patient with me. There it is. All right. I'm going to show you the move first, then we'll stop the music, and I'll give you some drills to work on, okay? It's a simple move. You can be standing on the side, you can be dancing with a partner. That's it. That's it. Okie dokie. Let's break this down a little bit, all right? So, it's a really, I don't want to say sexual, but it has hip in it, all right? So you gotta move your hip, you gotta move your leg. There's some arms involved. So when I break things down, first I'm gonna start from the bottom up, okay? This way your balance is better. If I start from the bottom or start from the top, balance is going to be compromised. So let's break this down. First thing is this. Make sure you know how to start. The starting position right now. It's going to be a little bit funny, but you can get this, all right? So imagine, take a look at your feet. This is too close. Your heels are together. That's too close. Way too far, okay? Let's bring it to about shoulder width apart. This should be comfortable. Your heels and your toes, your feet are about shoulder width apart. This is nice, okay? So what I like to do is just go just a little bit wider so this is nice and comfortable, okay? And take a look at my feet right here. Right now, the angle of my feet is probably pointing around, I want to say 30 degrees to the outside, okay? What I want to do right now, I'm gonna start on my left side. My left foot is straight, pointing straight to the camera. And my right foot, I want to make it perpendicular. So this is like a 90 degree, okay? So I don't want to touch, I want to leave it about shoulder width apart, okay? So this is my starting position, okay? So first thing what I want to do, okay, right on the one, and again, this is all has to be to the rhythm, to the music. And let's just count a bar. A bar is just 4 counts. You say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, this is for the beginners. Just start with 4s. Later on, as we memorize more stuff, then we'll go to 8. Right now 4 is enough, okay? So starting with here. Now, when I start, look at this foot. It's not way back here. It's not way in the front, okay? It's basically what I want to do. If I come touching, right? My heel and the toe are on the same line. So I'm gonna move forward. So that means if I pivot, now both my toes are on the same line, okay? I'm gonna pivot back, and again, I'm pivoting on the ball of my foot right there, okay? So, here's the count. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 1. Right on 1, both my feet are parallel, just as like if I'm skiing or something, right? They're parallel forward, both of them parallel. So starting from here, this is 7, 8. I got 1 and then 2. This way, now I'm perpendicular the other way, right? Going back, this is 3, this is 4. So that's it, guys. This is the bottom. That's all you got to do. So 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try it one more time. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second bar, let's just say 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So this is 1, 8 count. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So far, no hip, no nothing. Don't worry about what the hip's doing. Don't worry about the arms doing. Just making sure that your the pivoting of your foot is right on the beat. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if you got that, that's good. Now the idea is I'm going to lengthen that, make it a little bit longer so it becomes more of your muscle memory. Okay, you want to be able to do it on the beat without consciously thinking about it. Of course, as a beginner right now, you have to consciously think about it, right? But if you do it over and over and over again, it becomes a habit. Then you don't have to think about it. Then it looks more natural. Okay, so with me. For now, you got to count, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So far, so good. Put it in the chat. Let me know if you're doing good, or let me know if you have any questions, all right? I'm going to be here for another maybe 30 or 40 minutes, so if you're on right now, feel free to chat, and hopefully I can answer some of your questions. Okay? Let me bring the cup here a little bit closer so I can see. Okay. I see you now. Ready? Let's try it one more time. Feet is in perpendicular position. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If that's good, I'm going to play the music and we're going to give it a try. If that's too fast, let me know. Let me lower this down a little bit so you guys can see the feet a little bit better. Here we go. This is the starting position. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 6. One more time. Let's keep going. Two more. One more count. Okay. All right. So hopefully y'all got that. Okay. So that's a good start. That's a good way to get the feet going, okay? Now, let's move to the next section. The hip's got to try to do something. And what the hip is doing is basically, imagine a hula hoop. Right? You're doing a hula hoop. That's all we're doing. But obviously we're going to do it to both sides, all right? So first thing what I want to do is aim my hip about 45 degrees back to my left. Back, okay? And then as I start, the hula hoop is going to start here and then around and then come up. So it's like, okay? Boom. Like imagine if you were to write with my right hand, I'm going to write the number 6 this way. And if you were to write it with your hip, this way, okay? Or a 0, but basically it's counterclockwise right now. So you're going to go 1, 2. On the 2, notice how it's shooting forward 45 degrees this way. I'm going 1, 2, okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing the other side. 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the two movements so far. First we got the foot or the feet movement, now the hip movement. Let's focus on the hip movement first before we put the two together, okay? One more time, I'm just gonna stand nice, strong, good balance, okay? 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Now I know when you're actually doing a standard hula hoop, you keep it in a circle, you keep going, but we're kind of exaggerating the movement here. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going as wide as I can, right? My hip is going back as much as possible, and then around, and then coming forward, okay? So for now, when you're practicing, exaggerate those moves. Make the moves as big as possible. And then when we do it to the music, if the music is fast, then you kind of have to shorten your moves, make the moves just a little bit smaller so it fits the rhythm of the beat, okay? So let's try it again. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's do that for 2 8 counts. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, very good. Once we got that, if you feel comfortable, now it's time to add it to your feet. Simultaneously, you got to do this together. And this is where sometimes as a beginner, this might be a little bit more challenging, but that's the fun part, right? This is the part where your brain is making those new neurological connections, and this is where it's going to be starting to have fun. Because once you get it, you're going to feel like, hey, I'm dancing, right? So remember our first position, right? Our first foot position, which is kind of like in this perpendicular position right here. One foot is this way, one foot the other way, okay? Now, remember, the feet's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip is going 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we gotta put it together. Remember, I'm gonna go back. Right on the 1, my hip is going back. 1. As my hip is going back, you see how I'm pivoting on my right heel is turning, right? So let's try it again. 7, 8. 1, and it's going around here, and as it comes forward, 2, right on the 2. Remember, I'm pivoting the left foot now, okay? Let's rewind back. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Okay, if we get this side, the other side is the same. 3, I'm gonna hip's gonna go back. 3, the hip, or the heel also turn as well. Okay, one more time. 3, and then 4. 4. Okay, one more time. Right here, we got 3, 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, now there's two major movements we're thinking about. Pivoting of the feet and also the rotation of your hip. Okay? Let's give that a try. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't worry about what the arm's doing right now. I'm going to cover the arm real soon. There are a few different options you can do the arm. Don't worry about the arms. I want you to really focus on what the feet's doing and what the hip's doing. Let's secure that first, then we're going to add the arms. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we're good, let's try with the music. Okay, let's go one more time before music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, music time. right, here we go. 5, 5, 6. Let's go tempo. 1, 2, 4, 6. Again. I'm just gonna keep going. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4. 2 more. All right. That was hip and feet together. Okay. Again, this is one of those simple moves, but it looks good, so that when you're at a club, you could do more than just stand and not do something, right? You don't need that much room. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, 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 bah, bah. This really allows you to enjoy the music, okay? So the last thing we want to cover today is what do you do with your arms, okay? Again, with arms at a club, arm is like, to me, the least important thing, because oftentimes you use it to kind of talk and chat and point things out or whatever, your gestures to try to express what you're trying to say. And sometimes you might be holding a drink, okay? But in case you're not, what can you do with the arms, okay? First thing I like to do, this is probably, I don't want to say easier or harder, but this is one of the things that you could easily do, which is just snap on the beat, okay? And I understand some people can't even snap. Just pretend you can. It doesn't even have to make a sound. Just pretend you're doing that. And it looks great if it's on the beat, okay? So you're going to go 2, 4, 2, 4. This is my right hand. So if you mirror me, that's going to be your left hand. So it's going to be on the 2. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every 2, I'm snapping here. Every 4, I'm snapping left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Seems easy, yeah? Okay. It actually is. It's not that hard. Now, putting it together, that might be a little bit more difficult. So let me take you from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. Remember, step 1, no hip, no arm, just feet. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me recount that. I'm going to go to 8. Okay, I think everybody should be able to graduate to counting to 1, 8. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the second one, I'm going to add my hip. Here we go. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the third one, I'm going to add the snapping of the arms, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, if you've never done this before, there are actually 3 things going on in your head, right? You're doing the feet, you're conscious of your hip, and you got to try to time the snap. Common pitfall is this. 1, it has to match. You can't snap and step at different times. It's got to be the same time. It's got to be 1, 2. This is together. 2, 3, 4. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So if you have those 3 things together, you're good to go at a club. Okay? Now, some of you, if you guys are a little bit more advanced, you could add different stuff. I'm not saying limit yourself to this. But again, this channel, or at least this video right now, is to get people just to get started. All right? There's too many people too shy, wallpapers, right? People who are stuck on the wall, right? We gotta get you out of the wall. We gotta get you to do some, simple 2-step in, and some people call it the 4 corners. But this is to me just grooving. When I see this move, A lot of band members, if they're either on the bass or on the guitar, they're just going here, boom. They're playing their instrument, all right. You know, maybe even a portable keyboard or something like that. They're standing and they're just pivoting, boom. They're just swinging, and some of them will add the hip. You don't even need to add the hip. If you're playing musical instrument right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It looks good right there. Now if you add this in there, that looks good. And then if you add the snapping of the arm, that looks even better. Okay? Makes sense? Hope it does. Adam, yo, what's up, baby? How you doing, brother? All right. So again, this is just simple stuff to get the beginners going. Great thing to do, whether you're a guy or a girl. You can do this at the club. Let me play the music and let's try to do this one together. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you from step 1 to 2 to 3. Okay? Starting in our starting position. 5, 6, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now fast. 1, 2, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 4. Now I'm going to add the hip. 1, 2, 3. This is slow, right? 5, 6, 7. Let's go again slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, the music switched on us. Let me play that same song again. Okay, here we go. So, hip and feet at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now fast. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. One more time. All right, good. Now I'm going to add the snapping of the arms, okay? So this is what I call level 3. You got the feet moving, you got the hip moving, then the arm, okay? Let's go slow for a second, and then you'll see me speed up. 5, 6, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slow again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's go fast. Here we go. See now, my arm changed, right? So whatever you want to do with your arm is fine. So, arm movement, whatever you want, but basically the hip and the legs and the feet are on its own, meaning it's automatic, okay? Cool. I'm going to do one more variation, a different variation with this one. I wouldn't call it like an advanced level. It's not. It's just a different way, because what happens is you guys should find this out, okay? As you do the same thing over and over and over again, the repetition, first of all, your body will get accustomed to it. It will be more of a habit, just like riding a bike, right? It's a skill that once you develop, you don't have to think about it anymore. It becomes more natural, and it's gonna look really good. Then you're gonna get to a point where you're like, hey, I wanna be creative. I wanna change it up just a little bit, okay? So this is where it comes in. When you got here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, instead of keeping my toes kind of stuck to the ground, like I can't move anymore, then I can start moving it. So it becomes this, okay? Or, you see how like it's very related, okay? The moves are related. They're very similar, but then the whole technique changes, right? Whereas when I do this, I'm just pivoting on the ball of my feet, and then when I come in here, I'm gonna go boom, boom, bap. This is now, I'm pivoting like this as if I was doing the twist. Stepping out, boom, da, da, boom. And there's also a level change. You see, you notice the level change. Going here, and I'm going down, down, up, down, up. It almost looks like a totally different move, but it's all very related because you can just switch from one technique to another, okay? I don't want to get into that second technique right now, but what I'm trying to say is telling you that once you start developing one simple move, it's really easy to kind of transition to a different move, okay? All right, there's no question with that. I'm gonna go back to where we first started today, which basically is here. Just groove to the music. I mean, for this, you can dance with a partner very, very easily, okay? It should not be an intimidating move. This is a very relaxing move to do, okay? Let your body feel the music, all right? Cool. I'm gonna play the music one more time. We're gonna do it together, and then we are out. It's a short little session, but I want to make sure that you guys have something to do this whole week, all right? Let's do it. Try to find a song. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. Wait for the beat, right? Wait for the beat. Don't force the beat. Sometimes you don't know the song. Just make sure you know it first before you try to do any moves on it. You guys see how I played with that one, right? You always start with the basic, let your body get accustomed to the beat, and start adding your own nuances. Some people call that your flavor, some people call that your style, whatever vocabulary you want to do, but basically you understand the foundations of it is having your feet pivot, adding the hip, and you're free to do whatever you want with your arms, okay? Okay? So I'm gonna play with it one more time. Drop in the chat below. Let me know how you're doing with it, how your week is going. I wanna leave you something to practice, all right? Here we go. Level one, no hip, just getting that down. And I'm traveling with it. You see how I go back? To the side. Let me get a little bit. Hip. See my arms in there. Double time. Slow it down. Switch it up. All right, guys, that's it for me, guys. Woo! Hopefully you guys picked up something useful so you guys can add to your dance vocabulary, okay? Whether this is your first dance move that you learn, or the second or the 10th, it's all good. My goal is to create an environment that everybody feels safe to come and explore, all right? Real quick, in case you guys don't know, on my channel, I try to do a lot more dance tutorials, okay? This is for beginners who wants to get ready for a dance club, right? If your friends, if your boyfriend, if your girlfriend is a dancer, they go to club a lot, and you feel like you're not, this is something that's, I think is really helpful for those that feel uncertain of themselves, okay? There are certain rules or certain things that make a dance good or make your dancing good or makes it bad. And number one thing is always practicing to be on rhythm. And it's not something that either you have or you don't. It is something that is trainable. And that's why I created this channel for you guys and use it as much as you want, all right? So hopefully it'll help you guys. Second thing is I want to let you guys know that I have a podcast. So in case you guys didn't know, the podcast is called Dance with Seach. You guys can search it up. It's definitely up on Spotify. It should be up on Google Podcasts as well as iTunes coming up shortly. Search for Dance with Seach. I'm going to have a lot of interviews with some of the leading dancers out there. Dance legends. Got Poppin' Pete already. We got some of the Culture Shock members. A lot of members are tied to the Jabberwockies. Those are my brothers. So you're going to hear a lot of history, a lot of the dancers' history. And I think it'll help you, especially for people who are trying to look in, right? Who are looking in like, hey, one of the most common misconceptions that a lot of people have is dancers, they are just born with it. And what I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to prove to you guys, is that's absolutely not the case. I know for sure for me, it's not the case. I wasn't born into a family that plays music all the time, that doesn't dance. It was just something that I thought it was really cool and I wanted to get into it. And for the longest time, I always held to believe. And some people, say, hey, dance is something that you're either born with or you're not. And I'm telling you for sure, without a doubt, it is not true. That's not true. It's something that you can learn to get. It is a skill that's learnable, okay? Some people may take longer than the other, and I think the sooner you believe that it is possible, then the sooner that you'll be able to get better, okay? Anyways, check me out on all the podcasts, Dance with Seach. Hit me up on Twitch every weeknight, 9 p.m., Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. I'm gonna be on Twitch and also on YouTube as well. This is popping drills for total beginners, all right? All right, guys, my time is up. Until next time, let's make it funky, keep dancing, and I'm out.